conducted by Suffolk University shows small business owners are fed up with Washington. 63% of those polled said that the federal government is doing nothing to help small business. 72% believe the government is bailing out big business and Wall Street at the expense of smaller businesses. And 81% believe the country is in a recession. The study was commissioned by business consulting firm American Management Services. George Cloutier is the founder and CEO of AMS, and he joins us today. Hi there. Thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thanks for having us.
So this is an incredibly pessimistic series of results from this survey. Were you surprised?
It was much more aggressively less optimistic than we expected.
Was there any shining light in all the questions that you asked as far as the results went?
The shining light is the small business people who will hang on despite the adversities. The poll itself, not much good information and not much positive information in there.
So what do you think small business owners are looking for from government?
I think that first they're looking for a fair shake. And they see $400 billion going out to Wall Street, $50 million signing bonuses, $160 million exit packages, and they can't get their line increased by $25,000. So they're looking around and saying, hey, are we getting short-sheeted here or what?
Do you get the feeling that small business owners are gathering together, grouping together, lobbying Washington to try and do something? You
know, one of the big issues is with a couple of exceptions, there are really not many lobbyists for small business, even though there's 23 million of them. There's thousands of lobbyists in Washington, but small business who's struggling, a small business who's struggling in New Orleans or Des Moines, Iowa, just doesn't have the time to go chase it down, and the organizations they belong to are not, you know, that powerful.
So given the state of how small business owners feel, what can they do?
I think that they should get much more aggressive with a local congressman and say, what are you doing for me? I need some help. That has never been wildly successful in the past, but I think if it were done in concert with other business owners, there'd be a lot more. Contact your local senators and say, let's get a little piece of this disaster relief plan that's going to big business. What
are some of the other questions you asked these small business owners?
Well, we asked, what did you think of the checks that were sent out on the stimulus package? And I think the number was 78% thought they were useless.
Which is interesting because there's a lot of talk about how that money will go into business, and small business really motors this country, and so...
I think Walmart was happy.
So it didn't go to small business.
They're the only ones that were happy. I think that it was a surprise that they picked overwhelmingly Hillary Clinton as a good vice presidential candidate and Mitt Romney. That was much higher than we expected. So I think that was an interesting piece of information. And the other people, the other candidates were 2% and 3%, and then both of those people, both Hillary and Mitt, were 50%.
All right. Well, George, thank you so much for coming on the program. We hope you keep doing this poll so we have something to compare it to next year.
We will.